This is not a message for everyone. This is a transmission for the starseeds, for those of you who know or suspect that you are something different, something unusual, not of this place. These are the messages for you that I, as the host of the MaxAnte, are bringing to you. Don't expect anything here to make a lot of sense. Everything is entirely paradoxical and is for you to interpret and for you to discern what is true.
The 7 steps to being in the world. This is your priority, to understand and have mastery over these 7 steps. Well, we've just covered the first one in the previous episode, and that first step is being in your body, being grounded in your body, being grounded in the world, and being grounded in the human society. This is your first step, and these 7 steps in total are a sequence. You can't skip them. You need to move through them in order to have full mastery over them. Now, I've also said that I don't believe that more than 90% of humanity has not touched these. They don't have mastery. People are attempting to have mastery over the first one, and some people definitely do, but not many. Less than 10% of the world. And so, really, people are struggling with that first step of being grounded in their body, being empowered in the world, being empowered in their body, the world, and society. So, now, okay, great. So let's just say you've dedicated yourself. It took me 20 plus years to have mastery. It's not going to take you that long because now you understand the direction here. But let's just say now you've done that because you want to understand the roadmap. We have a blueprint here for you having a fantastic time in this world. So now you've got the first one. And obviously, the first 3 steps here are the priority. We've just talked about the first one, and you'll be working on all 3 pretty much at the same time. And so, but mastery over them, well, that's another matter. And so, let's go through. So what's the number 2? What's the number 2 step that you want to start? Understanding. The second step is understanding profoundly, deeply, that this is a tour. You being here is a tour. That's right. Now, I can't tell you what the world is, but don't take it too seriously. This whole thing here that you call your life, well, it isn't your life because there is no you. And we'll be exploring that in future episodes. But understanding that this is a tour that everybody else is pointing to as being insanely serious. They take everything so seriously. It's their money. It's their power. It's their house. It's their possessions. It's their wife, their husband, their kids. You name it. Me, 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 me. The whole thing is about me, and all my stuff, and what I'm going to get. And, being deadly serious and then being deadly sad about the loss. Oh my God, I've just lost this thing. I lost that person. I lost my girlfriend. I lost my money. I lost my job. I lost my business, whatever. I lost my Bitcoin. Oh my God, all these. It's a joke. It's a tour. Understand, you've been dropped off here in this world. You're here to just be in the world. Now, is there a mission? Find out. Find out for yourself. Do you have a mission here? I'd be saying, yes, you do. But understanding, firstly, that you've been dropped off here, this is your whole number 2 step. It's a big one to take in. To not take the world, to not take yourself, to not take the other people too seriously. Because it's a tour. It's a safari. And this world is crazy. Just look at what's going on. This is going to reorientate and give a new context for being here in the world. This is going to take some time to probably soak up and look around and go, wow, I'm on a tour. Every day you wake up, it's like restart. Okay, I'm on this tour. The tour that lasts roughly maybe 100 years if I'm lucky. That's it. Are you lucky? Well, I mean, that's another pretty crazy thing to think about. Start questioning, well, why is this tour like this for me? If you have so many obstacles and difficulties, and you've been born in the wrong town, the wrong side of the tracks, the wrong country. Because, you know, human society, it ranks everybody. Just go and have a look at the passport list. All the passports dictate the ranking of the humans. All humans are ranked from, you know, a better quality human down to a low-ranked, not very, you know, not very good human, apparently. So human society is completely fucked up. And so this ranking of everybody and saying that some people, you know, it's a bit like Animal Farm. All humans are equal, but some are more equal than others. Absolutely. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, you know. So people are definitely having a tough time. This is all paradoxical. This is not to invalidate human suffering or the suffering of the world. There is a lot of suffering here. And what was it that the Buddha said? The very first realization, the first step in the Four Noble Truths. What is the first noble truth? This is suffering. This is dukkha. Dukkha is the word that he used. And dukkha is a complex word to translate into English. It means unsatisfactory, suffering, different things. You can look it up. Have a look at that. Because understanding that there is an inherent unsatisfactoriness in this situation that you call being alive, that you call being in the world. Why is it unsatisfactory? Because nothing lasts. Everything is lost. You will lose all of your possessions. You will lose all of your friends. You will lose all of your family. Why? Because you will lose yourself. This body will die. This vehicle that you're in on the tour, that you call being alive, has an expiry date. And now, when we get into some other steps later on, that might get pretty interesting. But at the moment, because you're struggling with step number 1, being grounded in your body, being grounded in the world, being grounded in the human society, this number 2, so now you've got mastery of being here, being in the spaceship that you call being alive as a human. Whoa, I'm on a tour in this world. And what is happening to this world? Oh, there is a war going on here between the machine world taking over and making the biological world toxic. Okay, got it. And the human world is being split apart, and there is constant conflict all over the place, and people are feeling disconnected from each other. They're living in isolation. People don't know how to communicate. All this crazy stuff is going on. So you're on a tour watching a world that's gone mad, that's gone insane. Why? I can't tell you why you're here. I can't tell you why you were dropped off. I don't know, some people say, oh, you asked for it. Or, you know, some little collective group said, oh, you put your hand up. Yeah, I want to go down there to this crazy world. Maybe. I don't know. Start investigating. Find out. You can find out. I am very clear why I am here. They have directly shown me. Directly. It is my living experience every single day from when the first transmissions, the big ones, started to come through, when they revealed exactly the mission, my purpose, all of that stuff was revealed. If you haven't got that level of clarity, then go find it. Definitely. Because your understanding of this being a tour leads you to understand and get in touch with why, the big why. Why are you here? Now, when I ask the star beings, the sky friends, when I ask them the big questions about why is this going on? Why am I here? Like, just the complete biggest friggin' why you can imagine. Because I do that when I'm with them and I'm directly communicating with them. I can't help myself every time. I just can't help myself. It is being in the presence of gods. These beings, these intergalactic, I don't know what you want to call them. These people want to call them aliens, people want to call them angels. These are power beyond belief. I am like a little gnat, a little ant in their presence. When I am with them, and like looking up, like as a child looking up at these extraordinary beings, I just say, why is this happening? Why is this going on? And all that they tell me every time is that I lack the capacity to understand. The capacity as a human with this particular brain at this particular time. I lack the capacity to fully grasp the totality and intensity of this situation that we call being alive. for sure. So it's a bit of a joke, isn't it, to even think that as an ordinary human being walking around that I could even understand? Let's let that one go. I have fun with it. I can't actually let that one go. I let it go on my daily basis because it's on a need-to-know basis. What they deliver for me to do is on a need-to-know basis, step by step. Just, dude, here's the next 3 steps for you. What about the whole trip? No, just focus on the next 3 steps. Okay, got it. But when I'm with them, hey, but can you just please tell me some more? Sorry, dude. You just lack the capacity because of your brain or whatever, because of your psyche, whatever's, because of the, probably the little nanobots that they've stuffed into us, because of the restrictive nature of the way that this body has been grown. For sure. Are you kidding yourself? You've been grown and designed to not understand. It's a deliberate process. You were grown to be a worker ant, to be a little useful unit in this system that's being built around us to terraform the world. There's nothing here about you understanding the bigger picture. That's the opposite. You're meant to be a slave. You're meant to not understand. You're meant to just do your job. Do your job. Show up. Don't ask any questions. Well, I asked some questions. Sorry, that doesn't sit well with me. Fuck you. No freaking way. I ain't doing that. I'm not going to pay homage to a machine world that is destroying life and making it miserable for so many animals and for so many humans and for so much of nature. No way. So, however, it's all paradoxical. Now, there's the realization, I'm on a tour. Oh, okay, I get it. All right, so this is a tour that I'm on. Okay, cool. So, don't take this too seriously then. It's just like, so I'm in the safari, I'm looking out across the plains, and I see a lion, and he leaps up and, he jumps on a gazelle and eats it, and the other gazelle is running away. Should I feel sad for that gazelle? Does that gazelle want to be eaten? No freaking way. It was trying to run away. It had a little group of 3 or 4 gazelles, and they were trying to get away from the lion. But the lion beat one of them, jumped on it, and ate it, and ripped into its throat, and gobbled it up. And it died, either slowly, painfully, whatever, or quickly. I don't know. But that's going on all the time. This is an intense world that we are living in. Don't kid yourself. And there is real pain here. You just put yourself out there with the lion to find out how much pain there is. You go to the wrong area of town. You flash, how wealthy you are or whatever. If you've got nice things, you want to wear that. You just go to the wrong area of town and you find out how painful this world is. You go against the law. The lords of the land, the kings, and the governments. You transgress their laws. Find out how painful this is. You do the wrong thing in the human society. Not a good idea, because they will stop you. It's about control. It's about lockdown. Understand the kind of world that you are in. There is a natural world that is super dangerous. I'm talking about if you go out there in the rough seas, if you're trying to become a surfer and you go to the wrong area, you'll be ripped out and you'll probably drown. You go out to nature without the proper training, you'll be dead. You go into the stock market or whatever, and you start doing trading, and you don't have the right trading, your accounts are going to be wiped out. You go and whatever. If you don't have the training, you're in the physical world. You're on a tour here, and it requires training. And do they deliver you the training? Do you get a little instruction manual? No, that's what's happening here. They've sent me this instruction manual, the 7 steps, and I'm delivering it to you. That's what's going on. This is the instruction manual for being here. You need to get the training. You need to make a list of all the main core things that now that you're on tour Earth, they like to call it planet Earth. That's a joke. So yeah, you're on a tour in the world, what they call Earth, and it's a dangerous place. Absolutely. Because you've got all these, they've pushed away nature so far. Maybe that used to be more dangerous, but they've really quarantined that. You're far away from that now. But now you've just got the humans. They're way more dangerous. Absolutely. You are in a dangerous world of crazy humans. Most of them are crazy. This is an insane world. People are doing insane things, and everybody has their nose to the grindstone. People are not thinking. They're basically zombies, zombie bots. because they're doing what they're told. You're a zombie bot if all that you do is do as you're told. And they remember, they're not moving through these 7 steps. If they're lucky, they're attempting to do something in step number 1. Do they have mastery over it? Nope. Do they believe that it's all super real and take it all very seriously? Yes. How can you get somebody to do this insanely boring tasks day after day, not enjoying their life, if they didn't believe that they had to? They've been trained and grown to believe that they have to do all these things, because otherwise the system won't work. Each of the humans has a vested interest in the system working, and so the system has grown to become bigger than them, and now they are subservient to the system. All the humans have become subservient to the system, and so they diminish their own enjoyment of their own life, and they take it all very seriously. Now, you are going to be different. You are going to start hacking through the system. Understand what it's going to take. Understand that you are much more like a secret agent now. You're going to hack through the system. If you want to, if you actually want to start enjoying the tour. Aha. Okay. So that's a whole other step. So basically, it's recognizing that you are on the tour, and now that you know the lay of the land, now that you know it's a dangerous world, that it's up to you, no one's going to come knocking, you're going to have to make it happen, you're going to have to get all these skills, you're going to have to really go at it, because no one's going to show up and tell you, well, funnily enough, hey, I've shown up to tell you. Yeah, because they asked me to. It was very clear. Get these messages out there. So that's the second step. You're on a tour. Don't take it too seriously, but paradoxically, get full mastery and get all the skills to make sure that you fulfill upon your mission. And if you don't know what that is, you better go find out. All right, that's step number 2. Next episode, number 3.